The OGs are back. How are you boys? Alright?
Good, yeah?
Yep. Different gravy.
Good. Where was last week? We missed him, didn't we, Daz?
Oh, sadly. No, you never.
No.
He was caning you behind your back. Trying to get Wilson on full time.
Aye.
Fucking I bet you was.
Since the public Since the public appearances keep getting cancelled, him and Wilson are desperate for work.
Oh, fuck, aye.
Have you heard about this?
No.
The people in
Tell us.
The fucking put it
no, the
everywhere. Golf it's been cancelled, mate. Nobody bought a ticket.
Maybe bought a ticket. Don't tell a lie. 12, you prick.
12 of your birds though, innit? How are you boys? Alright, where were you last
We
week?
had a lovely wee stroll. I met him in the outskirts of Glasgow and we just had a wee stroll in. So we did.
the outskirts of
Full
Glasgow?
commentary. Well,
5 minutes up the road.
The Barras.
that's the outskirts of Glasgow to me.
So you just walked in together, but you love the Barras. You used to come here Christmas Eve?
I did, I certainly aye. That's me and my mum and my dad used to bring us down. I mean, they were chucking things at you for a squiddly
Dildos, mate. That's what they sell at the Barras. Chucking dildos at you.
That way you get yours?
By the way, there is a wee shop up there, isn't it?
Is it all sorts, mate?
Is that
Viagra, not, is there?
Slaney's normally in and
They sell Viagra.
Slaney's not winning
That's
it.
where Slaney gets his gear.
Sell
innit?
Viagra.
Sell Viagra at the Barras, mate. Huh?
Oh, I could get a stall up.
Could get a stall. But you like the mussels and the milks as well
Oh,
at the
I
Barras?
like that. I like
It's like that. That's
We could walk up past that.
Is it still on?
I would say that's quite foreign against. Mussels, milks, you like all that?
Oh, fuck.
My dad loves that. That was his game. We used to come. That wasn't just at Christmas Eve. We'd come down here every now and again because we're from like Ballannock, Easterhouse. So it's only like 5-10 minutes away. Dad used to love coming down to Bannerlands round about here.
Yeah.
People watch used to see the guys coming out the pubs. End of the night.
I love that.
No, that's me.
I love that in the morning.
Look at that old Tadger.
That's it.
Did you milk mussels and milks as well?
Oh,
Like that?
aye.
Is that when you get the wee toothpick and take it out? My gran used to do it.
I love it. No, I had them
Did you
for
not
a
have
long
them?
while.
I used to hear them, but I wasn't mad on them, mate.
Still have them in the fish and chip shops and all that, didn't they?
Aye, in the jars.
Aye.
You said Springburn used to...
They used to come down the street shouting by the top of the street all the way down.
Get your muscles, get your
Waltz,
waltz.
mussels and candy apples.
How could you sell
apples,
mussels,
yeah.
milks and then a candy
Candy
apple?
apples.
That was what your auction was.
Alright, there was a free.
Aye, so it was only 3 things. Just guys walking down, foghorn voices. Waltz, mussels, candy apples. All the way down you'd run, try and get your waltz or your candy apple.
Macaroon bars at the football.
Oh, I like macaroon bars.
Spearmint gum.
Aye, why? I don't know.
Spearmint Rhino, you like, you bastard. No spearmint gum.
What connection was that?
I don't know.
Football?
There you go.
Man,
What-
You're,
what- what
aye,
happened?
you're right.
Macaroons
Macaroons and spearmint gum. Aye, that's
Boy, I used to
sell
sell
them.
it for
Aye.
What's right? Football at the
In
game?
your day, aye,
When you're on the terrace, and
Bizarre.
somebody's pissing down your leg while you're
That's
eating a
right.
macaroon bar.
I told you football wasn't real back in the days, mate.
Pissing into
People
the
like-
cans and then it's down at your feet and all that. And then at the end of the game, you're walking up the terrace and used to be terrace.
What, were your trousers full of piss?
Oh,
Well,
mate,
you're-
honestly.
you're- aye.
Aye. Seen a cold night.
It was
all right.
ringing.
Getting pissed on was alright.
It was hard, Jill.
Right, lads, SBK, as ever, the Coop Show is brought to you by our partners at SBK, and they have a brand new welcome offer for those of you that haven't signed up yet. This week, they've got 2 special Bet Builder Boost offers. If you're watching this before Rangers Europa League game against Malmo, you can get a 25% boost on your Bet Builder. You can also get a 25% Bet Builder boost on Rangers v Hibs on Sunday. The lads will be doing their own Bet Builder on that game at the end of the show. T&Cs do apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsibly. Make sure you sign up at the link in the description box below. How was Italy, mate? Good?
It was brilliant. Great to go and see the boy and my granddaughter and Lauren.
How's it
I get
going?
into trouble.
Fuck your granddaughter, Lauren. How's Lewis? Not
How
interested.
dare you, by the way?
Not interested
I love
too.
you
How's
too,
Lewis
by the
then?
way? My wee family.
Right.
So
You're close
Aye,
there.
yeah.
You're sitting next to him there, that'd have been an elbow.
no, I've
match.
saw. I've seen. Listen, I've been there about 4 times, and each time I go there, I see a difference in him. So he's got the kind of. I don't think he was happy with me when I said it. Can I get the series he'd won the last time I was there? I could see he was happy because he was working hard and all that. Now he's like kind of. He's.
You don't even get to go for a beer with him or nothing, nah?
He doesn't. Not listen. He's
Did you no drink?
eat, sleep, train, and then he's got his stuff that he does with ices. He's got stuff on his legs and the pulse and all that. It's like so. It just comes in. It's a routine and it's constant. No, doesn't go for it.
Does he never go for a glass of wine with his dinner? Because that's well known.
He loves his food, but no, he's not even that.
You have any temptation?
No, but they lost the rag with me anyway. So, but
Were you on it over
he
it?
was good. They were going looking for. He's looking at getting a new apartment over there.
Oh,
And
you've
Sunday-
contract on
He's
it.
got a few quid now.
No, obviously, I had no chance. I'm not going bush hunting, man.
Where's Yankee went?
What drink he's on now?
Where's Yankee went? Pub, pizza and a beer.
That's how you're wanting, innit, when you're on a bit of red wine. So I can't wait because he said he was going to bring us a bottle of Bologna red wine back.
Well, listen, that airport, that airport was pure madness.
See, in Italy where you are, is there no wine shops you could buy it there?
Can't take it through? You're not allowed
Oh,
to take
yeah,
it
you
through
can,
security.
you
Put in your case.
What?
That's a pet peeve. How
No,
do you know what to take that
you're
through
not
if it's
al-
in your case?
So anyway, go your rat. I went down to I went down to Asda and got your rat. There you go.
That's a lovely bottle too. You know a good bottle as well. See when it, oh, hey, didn't you be getting excited there?
You could balance that in your nose.
That's beautiful, mate. We sat on if the
Is
pat.
that like that? I know.
Lovely.
It's a lovely.
Aldi for the chat on if the part.
That's wasted in fucking him. He's an Aldi man.
I've got 2 bottles of Aldi for the night. Aldi and sushi, and I've got a wine tasting next week at Old Bank in Muirhead. A wine tasting night on Friday.
Oh, mate. Did you see it? The boxing.
Aye.
Aye.
Josh, Jenky should retire now. The big debate. innit?
Aye. He's punch resistance no there. I don't know.
Never been there though.
I know,
won't
but
die.
the trainer got it wrong, didn't he? Did you see that? The other Ben Davis says he's like that. He says roll the dice, you know, and obviously
Yeah,
that
it's
means
bizarre.
go for it, you know. But he was coming on. Once you're coming on to somebody that can hit as hard as Dubois.
What's the wee boy doing? The wee Saudi boy doing that at the 5th. Do you see that?
No, I never seen that. No.
Oh, you conspiracy saying it's
Mate.
rigged?
Well, I don't know. I
it's
don't want to.
not.
But he's sitting, the camera goes on him, and he looks up and he just does that.
If they wanted anybody to win it, they'd been Joshua. He's the
For
money.
the big money
90,
thing.
is the money.
98,000 was it? 96,000 people there.
Uh-huh.
They weren't there to see Dubois.
That was some
course.
crowd. wasn't it?
Right, I wanted to ask you this. Ali McCoist's birthday a couple of days ago.
It was. Did you see him
Any
taking a
good
wee dip?
best memories, Ali McCoist?
Coisty? Oh, get many.
Clean ones.
So, listen, listen, Coisty, this is the thing. Was I talking about this last night? We were talking about Dessers, one of your favourite players. And,
Fun fire,
You're
innit?
not, you're not comparing Dessers to Ali
no,
McCoist,
because I'm
please.
saying, but what I'm going to say is the kind of
What a way to ruin his fucking birthday.
What Coisty went through initially in the early days of his career. I mean, he was getting absolute pelters. You know that yourself. He come through it. I mean, I was there when he was getting up.
Oh, he went
Getting-
through it.
but-
Did that affect somebody like him?
But by the
Mate,
way,
aye, did.
aye, because at times, this is people don't know. Times he was in tears in the dressing room.
Was he?
But the other thing is, he just kind of, he was just mentally so strong and also, because you're upset. We were upset for him, but look what he's achieved. And look what he's such
you know the one
a
I
talented
could-
boy.
I always remember when I was at the Rangers with him, and I got a phone call, and he says to me, "Listen, do us a favour." He says, "Nip up to my Moz and get my tennis racket. I've got a game of tennis tomorrow." So I'm like, "Where the fuck are you?" He went, "I'm in Algarve. I'm in Portugal. get yourself there." Mate, I went up, got his tennis racket, jumped in a flight. I
That's
was
class.
my first wife. Jumped in a flight and went out to Portugal and stayed with him. And I don't even think he played tennis. I'm walking about with a fucking tennis racket.
What about you, Jude? Have you had any nights out of that McCoist?
No. He was coach.
With Scotland?
Coach with
You
Scotland.
never get a beer with him in it?
I think he came out in one of the nights that get him no get.
Vague memory.
See when we used to win things, he was brilliant, you know, going back to Ibrox, you know, and he would be up singing. So he would.
He done my testimonial, didn't he?
What, his speech?
Brilliant.
What did he say about you?
Absolutely brilliant. By the way, Goffey was in front and he was...
The centre of you went to sleep.
Goffey.
No, Goffey never spoke.
Oh, good.
Goffey just came because
Thanks,
I was friendly.
You want everyone to have a good time.
Oh, I
that's
can.
right.
I was friendly. All I needed was
Imagine
smudge
Goffey and Gordon's double it.
Goffey's like, I've got a speech prepared. He's like, no, I just need you there so people know you're
By the way, to be fair, Deuce, because that was the time, he still is, everybody's going, fucking, he's a nightmare, he probably no turn up, so I kept phoning, and Goffey went, he's behind me, it's fine. Next minute, Goffey comes in and went, he's a fucking nightmare. He says he was flashing, pull out. He didn't have 40 pence to go to Forth Roadbury. He had to fucking get Goffey to give him 40 pence to go to Forth Roadbury.
That's incredible.
His gear was murder.
Was
He
it?
used to take all your gear, or Gerante's gear.
What, he'd wear your clothes?
Aye, yeah. That's what he would see if we went away, the hotels and all that. he would be right into the room, show your gear and all that. Because his gear, his dress sense was murder. Aye, it was Coisty.
It looked better on him though, because he is gorgeous, isn't he?
See the one story, that was
McCoist,
we were supposed to meet him in Hamilton, and we were in the wee Italian restaurant, but Carol was in with a few of your pals, I was in with Durante, but the usual, we weren't going to wait on him, but even the lassies were going like that, that Ali McCoist, he's terrible, innit? Like, he's late all the time, doesn't he turn up, so they were giving him absolute pelters. So we're away, who turns up about 45 minutes later? Coisty, he walks in, where's the boys? We're off ski, we're away down to the pub down in Hamilton. He sat with a woman for a bit and a couple of hours, got the wine out and all that for him. They absolutely loved him, by the way. See, by the end of it, Carol says, oh, what a brilliant man, you know. But
Carol never came home that night.
Flying right in here.
Just, that's typical Coisty. And we done a hang
Carol McCoist.
We done a hang on, we went out to play the Legends games out in Hong Kong and we won the tournament. And it wasn't scripted. He didn't know he was going up onto the stage. He went up off the cuff. He went up for about 45 minutes. And just was brilliant.
What did he say about you in your testimonial? Can you remember?
Oh, he slaughtered me. Absolutely slaughtered. And it was at the time. It was the time they were doing that daily record, first to 30 goals.
Right.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It was a daily record golden shot thing, and
Charlie Nick and all that.
And I'd scored 28 or something, and I didn't even know he was sitting at the table, and he'd won it with 30 that weekend. And he just got up and they held the hang up and they went, that's the nearest you'll ever get to that, you fucking dog. Fucking brilliant.
What a hero. What a hero. Talk about the Masters. Are you playing in this Masters that's coming up?
No.
Why not?
Because Motherwell are in it.
Motherwell not in it?
No.
Who is in it?
Celtic, Rangers,
Aberdeen,
Dundee
United.
Only
There's
4
some
points.
Mark Wilson's playing for Dundee. That'd be a bad watch.
Usually have some Hearts.
There's some shite playing in that.
There's some shit.
I think they've done
have
that.
you seen it?
I've not seen the squad, no.
Who you thinking shiting it?
Oh, I don't want to mention. Well, Wilson's fucking, he's running about with...
Who's paying to watch Mark Wilson play football?
Oh, mate, he's just busy, isn't he?
Where's that been held in at
He was one of the best players the last time.
Was he been held in Aberdeen?
Aberdeen has been held up.
And whereabouts in that? What's the
I
venue?
might go and watch it.
What's the venue?
You're bad for Aberdeen after what you said about him.
Oh, fuck, I
He hates Aberdeen.
Used to have been called up for someone else.
City.
Rangers masturbators.
Oh, Aberdeen, it's next to the hotel. Apparently you walk in through the hotel right into the arena or something.
That hotel was the only one hotel in Aberdeen.
The hotel.
Right.
I don't know. That's all I can describe it.
Right.
But there's some shit playing in it.
There is. Who's playing? You're not getting right to the Rangers one there, too old.
I wasn't
Even
good
coach
at
or
don't get
manager.
If I had a good
never
knee,
good enough for that.
I played in quite a few of them. So
With the Legends thing?
doing it Braehead, the Sevens. I enjoyed that.
It's
So
good.
it was, aye.
Who have you seen the teams? Who looks like the
I've
favourite?
no, that's how I'm interested in it. To see
I think
who's...
they released the Dundee United team. Can't mind who's in it.
John Daly.
Don't
John
tell
Daly,
me,
Craig
don't tell
Conway.
me Bowman's in it.
Willow Flood.
Willow Flood's playing Gary Kenneth. It's definitely the ugliest team in the tournament. I know that.
They're going high ball, aren't they? They're
I'm
going
only
high
joking,
ball.
Willow and guys, Kenneth, I love you. Lads, I just wanted to mention Lewis's thing, right? See the video Bologna put up? I might sound like a psychopath. Do you know what I love? Every run he done, right, he had to get to the line. He actually went past the line to touch.
And see, that was a fitness
What a
test.
lesson to young kids, man.
That was a fitness test that the players all had at the end of pre-season. So he got his... I obviously spoke to him and I says, what did you get? And he says, it was 3,300. And I went, is that good? He went, well, the best that they had at the end of their... the players, their pre-season was 3,000. So he's actually...
So he's beat it?
Aye. And he's only 5 in it. I know, but maybe that's his game, that's his type of running, and it's a kind of stamina run. So it's maybe right down his neck of the wind.
Were you like that, Fergie? You were stamina.
More of that, aye. More of that.
I was quick.
You like to date in spurts.
Oh, spurts. I was quick.
Something's never changed.
I've carried...
No, you've changed now. You're a marathon man now.
Through my full career, I'm still quick. As you'll notice this afternoon at 3 o'clock when I'm finished at 10 past.
Did you ever hate anybody in your team that was a cheating bastard with runs would always go short at the line?
Oh,
Was everyone
Aye, everybody would do it.
I don't know.
By the
That's
way,
a pet peeve of mine, people who do that. I hate it.
Do you know something?
I fucking
didn't
hated
even
it when
notice
I
that.
always
I've
went to
never
the
even
line.
looked at that.
Did you?
Always, mate.
You were always at the front.
But no, now what you're saying with Lewis, I never even noticed that. So, but he done one without the mask. They put this mask on them. Have you seen it? It restricts their breathing. You'll know.
It's a leather mask you're going to have at 3 o'clock, innit?
So, but I wouldn't fancy doing it with that one.
It's a VO2 max test, mate. It's disgusting. I've had it.
Have you done it? I don't know.
brutal,
I wouldn't fancy. Is it?
It's minging.
Is it no Mary? It's not just a physical thing, it's a mental thing.
Aye, but was that on the treadmill or was that out?
No, it was
on
out in the grass.
So that would be like it's like to mimic altitude.
Is it? Right.
I think.
Aye, that's it.
Use it in
We
the
used to
know.
get to say like it was fucking brutal.
Did you?
I've not got any pet peeves this week, so I'm trying to be a more positive person.
Right.
In fact, my kids are like, you're far too angry. Try and be more positive. They now listen to this, like, what's wrong with you? Try and be. So I'm going to be. But my mate sent us one Faye Holiday. Need to tell you my new pet peeve, mate. Any CUNT over the age of 12 that wears goggles in the pool on holiday. Seen about 30 grown men this week wearing proper goggles in the pool just to float about with a beer. Weird as fuck. Agree or disagree?
Oh, I agree.
But you know, because you put the goggles on and go under and get a good swat.
You can't be running about with goggles.
I know, I agree, mate. Grown men shouldn't be wearing goggles on holiday.
Especially with Speedos on, no.
Speedos and goggles.
Oh,
you should just be arrested straight after the flight, innit? As soon as you stick it
Aye,
in.
but what if they're actually swimming?
If you're out for a swim, then it's fair enough. But if you're jumping about a pool with goggles on, you're a fucking weirdo on that.
Aye, maybe out in the sea or something, but not in the pool.
And the pool that needs to be wrapped.
Lead
Anything
the
else that's annoyed you this week, or are you all good?
Aye. Italian woman that just reverse into people's motors, by the way.
But see, the thing is, everything that you say is about motors, and it's it must be you that's the problem.
And then
it's always somebody fucking
I had a good look about Bologna city centre at all the motors, and they're all been.
They
took a fair whack.
So they leave their handbrakes on, didn't they?
No, she
for parking,
absolutely.
so they can bump it forward.
She absolutely whacked.
They leave their handbrakes on.
I don't know how they get into spaces.
So
there's no how they get in. I don't know.
They bump the motors in front and behind to squeeze into a space.
Scary.
The driving's mental.
So somebody bumped into you?
No, we were sitting. We'd picked up Lake for nursery, so there was a workie van and a motor, and this lassie was trying to reverse, and she absolutely wannered the motor, and but she kept going back for it, and then she got out, and I thought she'll stop, she'll get out, she'll put a wee note on.
Fucked off.
Just fucked off. Off she went.
Didn't mind.
And then as we passed, have you done that? Would you do that in a car? Come on. Of course he would. And that's that. Have you done that?
I done that in Silverburn.
You'd be raging if it's done.
What was the motor? I'd love it if it was somebody that watched it. What was the motor?
I don't know.
Silverburn. When was that? When was that?
A long time ago. It was a mishap. It was when the person was parked.
Oh, it would be.
So I just was it
on the way in for you?
No, on the way out.
Oh, the way out. Well, that's fair enough.
You like to go the way in.
I just fucked off, mate.
Did you?
I'm not proud of it, but I just fucked off.
You're going to get another phone call. I just want to speak to you about your accident. Were you injured?
Claiming whiplash against you, man, 100%.
No.
Just quickly before we go on, mention young Scottish talent made his debut for Aston Villa last night. The kid at Celtic when I coached there, Aiden Borland, 17-year-old, making his debut for Aston Villa last
Where was
night.
he playing? Because I watched a wee bit.
Centre mid, he came on.
Centre.
He came on. Haired boy.
Oh, he came on.
See, we talk about Lewis, mate, and a boy that was dedicated. Fucking every time he came, was at it, listened, and made his debut.
Did they win last night? I went to watch a wee bit, and I'm into Night Sleeper. You've watched?
Oh, Night Sleeper's brilliant, mate.
Unbelievable, innit?
How good is it?
That's no Motherwell. I studied that. That's no Motherwell. That's Diarmuid.
Is it?
Aye.
You are a sad bastard, mate.
Yeah.
Who were you watching? Gordon Smith?
Nah.
Fuck you, is that
Goffy.
That's no Motherwell.
Fucking.
Let me tell you guys, two they were sleeping.
Aye.
That is not Motherwell train
I
station.
know Motherwell. Fucking.
The bollards are totally different at Motherwell.
It's Diarmuid.
How did you find that?
Because Gordon Duncan told me last night.
Oh, yeah.
He's
There's another one that's a
sad
good laugh
fucker.
at. Have you watched this Night Sleep? It's based in Scotland.
Lauren had it on there in Italy. So, but I've just...
You seen it all?
Lewis wasn't having it. Lewis was slaughtering it.
I've watched the
We
full
were just saying, why don't you just get a train somewhere down the track, pull out in front of you, slow down a wee bit and...
There is that thing where you think, nah, this could be fucking easily solved, but it doesn't it? The drama's good.
Of course, that's what it's all about. So...
Have you watched John McGlynn's new programme, The Penguin?
Oh, mate.
He just missed out on it to Colin Farrell.
By the way, I couldn't believe that's Colin Farrell.
I know, mate, he looks amazing. It's fucking tremendous.
Never
isn't
seen
it? What makeup can do.
I'm going to watch that.
Anything good you're watching just now? We are going to get on the football right now.
I watched the thing last night on Netflix. The sign stealer. college American football.
Right.
So in the NFL, they've got like mics and they can speak direct to the quarterback. But in college, they couldn't. So they would do all the daft signs, you see, do all that stuff. So this guy was watching the signals, watching the plays, putting all this stuff together. And then there was a big scandal last year. It was brilliant.
What, because the signals were helping so much?
Well, they went for a team that weren't doing great to a team that were now winning and...
Basically the water... Is that another water boy you were watching?
What happened was he threw the ball at the guy and then ran in fucking 250. No, but it's really interesting.
Sounds good.
Because it was a guy, it was like an analyst, and he's like, right, how can I help? He loved Michigan as a kid and wanted to work for them, wanted to be the head coach, and he's like, how can I get in? And he's like, join the Navy and all that stuff. It's
amazing.
It's quite
well, see, on that, football's getting that way. Because we had Trevor Carson on last week, right? Who reads what people do before they hit their penalties, right? And if you watch him against Tav last week, he dives the right way because he knows what way he's going.
I knew why Tav was gone.
Goalies have been doing that for ages.
So it's not.
I knew Tav was
We had a
gone.
goal at Motherwell, right? And we played, I think it was Dundee we played. And so you got all whoever the penalty taker was, so many penalties. And I think where it went, you say to the goal, if he hits it, don't dive, if he hits it down the middle. So the boys that we said don't dive, comes up, big man dives, didn't he, and hits it down the middle.
Why did he dive?
He says, what'd you dive for? He went, never know.
Good to take a chance.
Never know. We told you he hits it down the middle.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Do you use the same? Would you do the same thing for like...
I always went on the same side.
Always?
Aye, so the goalie would have fucking saved me.
Every time?
Aye, he done him. He wouldn't need a water bottle, mate.
But Trevor Carson went the same way, but obviously the penalty was
I thought Tav was going that way.
Did you? So have you read what he does that...
You can see
it's hard though, innit? I know that...
I knew he was always going to whip it away for the...
But he can mix it up, can he?
Yeah.
Did you mix yours up?
Aye.
Did you?
Yeah.
Depending on...
I did because my first... I missed one where I opened up. I missed two into the same goalie. And Speroni. So I opened up and he saved it. So the next time I got a penalty it was against him again and I opened up. Like, right, I need to mix it up here.
Nah,
so I just practiced on like whipping it hard. Stevie Woods was going goal and so I'm going to hit it to that side. So
Stevie Woods? My 13-year-old boy could score a penalty.
he was playing, so he wanted to help me. So went and just kept hitting penalties into him and saying I'm going to hit it here. So it didn't matter where the goalie went. Just
quickly Google this, right? A wee fun fact on Julian Speroni. His mouth looks like a dog's arsehole.
Do you know what I found out about him?
Like that.
Talk about analysing.
Google it and see.
See if I left foot, I went up. He would always gamble on them opening up, and if a right footer, he would the same. So if you went up, he'd always think he's going to pass it into that net. Mind when Rangers played Dundee and Barry missed 2 penalties in a game.
So he did, and
he went that way and he saved it, and he went that way again. They saved it. Then Arteta came up and he reversed it, and he still dived that way, and he saved 2 into me that way.
Again. Incredible stuff, isn't it? Open Goal being nominated for Best Podcast at the Organisation Football Content Awards. Round of applause for you boys.
Is that? But that means you go down to wherever it is.
You're the awards at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as well.
Is it? Oh, where you go.
We might organise it that everyone can come down. I think it's
I would love that.
We'll put it in.
That's one of the stadiums I want to go.
When is it?
Is it? Well, we'll bring it down. Maybe
Does it not get the longest bar in... No, I mean, it's just one.
I think it does. They've got the thing where you put your cup in, right, and it just folds up.
I can't believe we'll bring you down if you want to go.
You're not gonna chuck a Sky job for us, are you? Have you got a Sky game? It's in at Tottenham.
When?
I'll be at the weekend. That's what I'm saying.
What weekend?
I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know all the details.
I can't even.
But listen to this. Get ready to boo all these fuckers, right? We're up against some big hitters in our category, including Gary Neville, Stick to Football.
Never watched it.
Fucking boom.
Very good.
I've never watched it.
The Athletic, never heard of us. Gary Lineker, The Rest is Football.
That's very good.
And Big Sam Allardyce is No Tippy Tappy podcast.
Big Sam.
Dinosaur, do not watch that.
That's brilliant.
What
Nah, I'm not having it, mate. I'm not having it. Pish, load of shite.
Sorry, do you need a...
Is it
do you
the
need-
other podcast that's gone? Is it the Monday one that's invited?
I think it is the Monday
Do you
podcast.
know-
is it? What?
Do you need a bed sheet?
We're just getting a...
Aye.
Wait your fucking nose, man.
Is it running?
Run fucking hell.
I get bad allergies, mate.
We're getting a custard pie.
No, we'll get you there. We'll get you there.
I'm not
You
going.
can be in the background
Aye,
somewhere.
we'll get you there. You could drive us down, sit in the motor. So listen to this, lads. Thanks, mate. The award is based on 50% judges' vote and 50%
Right.
fan votes.
So we need...
So if everyone could please take a moment to vote for us, in the link in the description box below, please vote for us. It'd be amazing
Right.
to win it.
Aye. Oh, aye.
Would you go up and accept the award if we win it? Who wants to go up and
That'd be
accept
great.
it?
That'd be great.
No, that's
By the way, they are.
Who does
They're
accept
big podcast. That's
Who
a
does
great
accept the
achievement.
award?
Whoever you want, you can go up and get it.
I'm not going to.
Oh, fuck.
Him and Slaney.
Me and
Aye.
Big news of the week, Stephen Naismith's been sacked. What's your thoughts on it? Daz, you can go first, mate.
Not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I
Feel
think
guilty that you were kind of pushing for it?
I wasn't
I'm
pushing
only
for
joking,
it.
mate. I'm only
I
joking.
wasn't. I was on Saturday night, but you can't be a Hearts manager and no win in 8 sitting bottom of the league. You've been backed in the summer. It's a sad one because he finished the season well last year, got a new contract, and then 5 games in, boom, out. You know the fans turn against you. Apparently they were very vocal at St Mirren at the weekend. So, and you know that's going to happen. It's just nature of football.
It's mad, done it, because like that third place team, Barry Robson was the year before, wasn't he? And then he was sacked. Jack Ross, I think, done it. Hibs was sacked the year after. What is it about this third place finish the year after that finds these guys getting
Robin
sacked?
Nielsen.
Did you see the statement?
Robin Nielsen,
Did
yeah.
you see the statement that he came out with? He kind of... It was quite a good statement up until then he kind of referred to like last season, how well they done, many games they won, and so he's quoting stats, and then I think he's saying that he is a bit pissed off that he's been getting the bullet, but I'm totally...
Is there no defence for him getting a bit
He
longer?
can't go at Hearts with the squad of players that he's got, even in amongst that, if he'd have got himself a draw or two, then you
See,
could have maybe an argument, but you can't go
yeah, and-
8 games no winning.
You look at Ross
With
County
Hearts.
on Saturday, you would fancy them there, right, to get off. But the biggest problem wasn't just because everybody talks about Shankland no scoring now. Now Shankland's a terrific talent, but they're losing too many goals.
Yeah.
They're shitting goals for fun. So
I think even last year it was great, but Shankland 44% of the league goals, and he's no scored. I'm not saying it's his fault, but it shows you how much they relied on him.
But they weren't even creating a lot of chances for him this year.
I know. So
but
then,
he's capable of carving them out his cell, and he's not even doing that.
I know he is, but I think that a lot of I think he's signed good players, but maybe not in the right area.
Correct.
So I think that is there an argument to give him more time? Once the fans start voicing, that they want a change. I'm not saying you listen to the fans, but it's hard then because everybody then feels that pressure. The players feel it, the manager feels it, and for the people in charge, they're obviously looking at it saying it doesn't look like there's going to be a change in terms of performance or even getting.
Will he hand back
Do you think that
will he
is
hand back
performance
his
comes in it
hoodie?
as well? No, just the results. It's the performances that they're looking at.
Will he hand back his hoodie?
He's hand back.
What?
Nobody will take that back, mate.
No.
No, I don't think anybody would take that.
I think-
But see, when you look at like down south, like Arsenal fans were calling for a to be sacked. He finished 8th 2 years in a row.
But-
Should these inexperienced guys be given longer? Especially the fact that he's had success the season before.
They should, because but there's a thing here that a theme in football where as soon as there's a bad run, managers are out the door. So if you've got an experienced manager and there's a bad run, they've more than likely been through a bad run before. So
Yeah, I get it.
you'll feel that they
capable of
understand what it takes to get it
Yeah.
to get through it. Young managers, when they come in, Barry Robson's an example as well, is when they start going through a bad run, they've never dealt with that before. As a manager, they've never had to make the change that you need because they've not got that experience to call on.
And is that the worry of Fade boards then? That they didn't have that
It's not the
experience
board,
to be
it's the
turning around
fans,
and
the
the
fans.
fans.
No, but it's
The
just a
fans have
theme
voiced
that
their opinion.
they're not
They're
allowed
not
to
happy.
fix it. They're not given the chance.
What?
People argue and say, well, 8 games is
Once
a
the
long
fans
time.
turn,
But the thing is, Derek, we can't just be. See, if you can run a football club, you can't just listen to fans all the time. Just
No,
get the fucking fans
I
in the
don't.
boardroom.
I don't mean
well,
you
they
listen
will
to
when
them,
they vote with their feet. and they're not going to turn up. So they were very vocal, obviously, in the St Mirren game. So, listen, once the fans go, it's very hard.
But they're heavily backed with the fans as well.
It does help them make a choice, doesn't it? Because you're right, you shouldn't be, you should be strong enough to say, that's the direction we're going in. This is a guy that's got to take us there. We've given him a new contract. Right? But you're right, directors do listen to supporters.
I know, but look at I'm saying Arsenal fans wanted Arteta out of me. I think he'll win the Premier League with them this year.
No chance.
But he's went close twice, isn't he? Imagine you sacked him when they were at
see the success that he had last season, and he did do well. I think that's brought that pressure on, because we looked at the squad, and I thought they're running up there. They could be challenging. When we look at how poor Rangers have been, I was actually thinking at the start of the season, looking at that squad, because they might give Rangers a run for their money. Aye,
but I think with the Arteta one, you look at the work that he had to do in terms of getting ready. The experienced ones, the ones that were maybe no troublemakers, but no, buying into what he wanted. So you then have to. So the board and the amount of staff they've got,
they take that into
could all see that for him, and they could see,
the documentary helped him,
FA Cup as well.
Yeah. You're right. I think the documentary did.
Because I can't stand it.
You had to get rid of a lot of big characters on big money, and he had to then mould that. Winning a cup helped him. Yeah. I think for Naisy, it was last year you finished third, highest points total for a long time, most wins as he said in his statement. But you can start a wee bit up and down. But the pattern was they weren't winning games. They probably didn't look like they were going to win games. So the board have got these concerns, even though they've given them the contract themselves to say, is this going to turn? We believe in him, but every week it goes. They're watching the game, maybe what they're hearing off the manager in terms of his post-match, isn't he marrying up with what they're watching? Then the fans get involved. Hearts are a team that their fans pump a lot of money into the club as well.
Absolutely.
So there comes a point where you say, right, how much better is it actually going to get, and how long can we allow this to happen?
Think he'll come back in as a manager?
Definitely.
Where? At what level? Because Hearts are a big club.
Aye.
So you'd need to really drop down the levels. He's not got to get any of the big two. He's not got to get Aberdeen. So
mad to think that, innit? You've had the Hearts job finished on, you might need to go and manage in like the Championship.
Yeah.
As you say.
Aye, but I think that for Naisy personally, it's never great losing your job, but he'll learn. He will learn for this. He's not the type of guy to go, everything I done was great, and that was unfair. He'll look and say, right, what could I have done different?
As long as you get paid up, innit? You get paid up.
I see. That's what I watch.
I don't know.
Honestly, I was fucking begging teams to sack me.
I would say probably no, because they weren't his guys.
I had the best 3-year deal at Raith Rovers.
The backroom staff there, don't you? If he does get back in, I don't think it will be the same backroom staff.
They were
he inherited it, didn't he?
Yeah. So he's not got his own men beside him as well.
But I think good managers improve.
And see, when he did bring in good players, but I thought he should have brought in a wee bit more pace and power up top. I think
he's not pace in the team, man.
No, I know that's what they kind of lack.
Forest.
Well, Vargas, but
Vargas is like that women's motor.
Oh,
just like a fucking handbrake off.
But do you know how they needed a wee bit more of that? When you run about, you look at other teams in the league. I just like that when you've got that option. That pace, the strength and the power.
But do you think there was a case of as well, after a year and a half, again, we talked about it so time, but you never really did see a style under Stephen Naismith, did you, at Hearts?
I get good players, but he didn't know how to put the team together. They started off against Rangers, they started all right, and then he goes up to, was it Dens Park he went the following week? Or changed the team, changed the shape.
Big changes, he kept chopping and changing, didn't he?
Yeah.
So what route are they going to go down now? Are they going to look at Aberdeen under Jimmy Tilleen and look how well he's done at Aberdeen?
And look how they don't make a lot of changes. It's maybe one or two, if that is the case.
I know he's been there before. I'd look at John McGlynn.
I'm the same. I would love to see John.
No, just after the weekend. I've watched him in the League One, the cup games, start of the Championship.
He plays a good style.
Talk about identity.
It's so important.
And experience. So John's a manager through his time where he's went for being win direct and maybe no have the type of style to being able to adapt and make a build and plus recruit players to fit into the style he wants to play.
God, that's
This is what I love about him though, again, because I argue with everyone. Scottish players, he's took a boy for Cumbernauld Colts last year, by the way. So see all this Scottish players, he's took a right back for Cumbernauld Colts who was outstanding at Celtic Park.
Aye.
Aye.
And he's played every week because John McGunn's coached him.
And the ones that are maybe a wee bit damaged or, you know, needing built
Dylan Tate
up.
wasn't playing at Arbroath last
Brought
year.
them in and
I love
got the
John,
best at them.
but I don't see him being Hearts.
Why not?
I think Hearts is too big for John.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think he's brilliant. What he's achieved, everything about him. He could go and win the league no problem this year. Well, it will be difficult because there are a couple of good teams in it. But I just think Hearts is just a step. I don't think the Hearts fans would be looking for that.
No, I
because
don't.
he missed it on that Penguin rule. Colin
I'm not sure the fans would be up for it, but I think that if you talk about everybody's wanting young coaches and maybe the ones that don't have a great experience, he's got plenty of experience.
Tony Dockernor right away to me was the one that came to mind. You know, look what he done with Dundee, the style of football you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, that squad that he's got to work with. I wouldn't think that wouldn't be.
Well, there's more shouts for his pal too, Derek Dale
I know,
Don't think
but
that.
I don't think McInnes has come out and says that he's not interested. He's got a job to do at Kilmarnock. No, I honestly think he's happy. Do you know how Listen, I'm not. Daz, he'd be a good manager. Listen, you know what I think.
Sprinting up there,
McInnes, I think McInnes is top drawer, but I just think he's got. He's got work to do there in.
Aye, but look at the potential.
I know, of course. I know that.
You decide between Kilmarnock Hearts. You're up there, mate.
Aye.
You're sitting in the fucking.
But I think they'll go
the Balmoral tonight.
route.
Do you like that they're going to go down a different route?
As long as they have as long as they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's alright saying, look at Aberdeen. Aberdeen made a lot of mistakes before they get Tilling in. So it's all well and good saying we'll go and we'll get, you know, a manager for this level and this country, as long as they've done their homework.
Do you know, like for a Hearts job though, two things should matter: a style of play and somebody that's been successful somewhere before. Are they two so important for clubs like Hearts, Hibs, Aberdeen?
I think Hearts need an experienced guy in there to run
That's been successful somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they need an experience. I don't think they can go for young coaches. I think that there's still a lot of coaches out there with good experience that know the game inside out and know how to develop a club.
All right. What can Hearts still achieve this season realistically? Is third gone? Aberdeen are what?
Off, no chance.
14, 15 points ahead.
Aberdeen.
I would say Aberdeen are our favourites.
But we're going to talk about Aberdeen as well. You know, because I look at the run of games that they've had. I've said it before. And I know you say you can only beat what's in front of you. But it'll be interesting to see over the course of the next 6 weeks
Aye, definitely.
how they fare, because
they've still won the game.
I know, I get that.
Quite convincingly
And
as
they've
well.
played St Mirren, Kilmarnock. I know people look and say,
The Kilmarnock
you know,
one
they've
was a
had
big
European
one,
football, but still two of the best teams for last season.
Well, we'll just go on to Aberdeen then, since you've done that. It's two down in the sheep, but that's the type of presenter I always roll with the fucking punches, Derek. Do you know what I mean?
That's why
That's
you're
why
going to
we're
win
up
that
for a
podcast of the year.
Aberdeen travel to Dens Park this Saturday. Is this their biggest test so far this season?
I don't think so.
Maybe 3 weeks ago.
You could have said that, but no, they're in a good place. They're confident, but there's just something at the back of my mind that I'm just waiting to see how they go over the course up into the semi-final when they play Celtic. They've got some tough.
Have you seen anything about their game, Derek, that gives you the doubts, or is it
stability? No, they've got stability. They've got one or two back as well. They've got a bit of pace and a bit of power up top. They don't overplay. They don't want to at times play through the lines. At times they get it forward. They're quite direct at times.
And they've got,
Simply keep it simple, didn't they?
They've got a good striker that can score goals as well. Nisbet will score goals. And
that's a great buy, wasn't it?
What would you call it? Oh, he's flying.
By the way, it's something
flying.
you need to look at when you're talking about, all right, the manager's come in, clear style of play, improving players, and by the way, instantly.
He wasn't anywhere.
And a back four,
No.
a back four that very rarely changes, doesn't it? No, well, does it change? I don't know. You
No, it doesn't change. No.
Doesn't it? Keep that back four. The two full backs,
Malloy, big
Mackenzie,
Dunderhead in the middle next to him, Devlin
but
and
they just
Mackenzie.
defend, didn't they? And obviously they
Hard place to play Pittodrie, wasn't it?
Oh, I hated playing at Pittodrie. I was always fucking hopeless at
Oh.
Pittodrie. I know I was hopeless at Mate, still a good. I'll take you like a tawdry, mate. Fuck me, I don't
different
know.
scenery.
But you used to
Couldn't
go up there and
pass the
play
ball,
two
mate,
games.
I played two
games in the space of 2 years.
two games up there. Fucking hated.
Oh, I was saying, mate.
But I get the argument about they've not had a test. It's still a test, you know. It's still you still need to beat them.
I think they go and
beat a
beat
brilliant
Dundee
Motherwell
as
side,
well.
I know. I have to say so.
They're flying as well, huh?
So, look, you can only beat who's in front of them. Sometimes you maybe see a draw here or there. They've won every game.
Who have you liked for Aberdeen so far this year? But ask the boys on the main podcast on Monday.
Monday, the big one.
Who do you like so far for Aberdeen
The boys
this year?
at Nielsen, the middle of the
Looks
park.
good, doesn't it?
Aye.
They've got a good
And
goalie as
and
well.
Listen, there you go. That's and he's no sulky, but he just does his job, doesn't he? He looks like he gets. To me, he looks as if he gets other players playing round about.
Although he kept
And I
flicking the
think-
fucking ball against Spartans, didn't he?
I didn't see. I've only saw the highlight. I've no saw enough of the football the weekend.
They've all performed.
Yeah.
They've all performed.
And he's bowled
Daz
well.
says the goalie. 2 fullbacks been excellent.
Mackenzie's been really good, so's Devlin.
Isn't he? Fullbacks.
Papi Gay, McGrath. Just
Always like McGrath
Good
as
players.
well.
Aye.
Players.
Isn't it? And bringing in Nisbet up top as well.
Yeah.
Shaden Morris as well.
Oh, he's done really well, right winger.
He's
Very
been
good.
outstanding
Yeah.
when he's played. So again, another player that looked like couldn't play for Aberdeen.
Yeah.
Another one that's come in and really turned them round. I think he's doing the same with Bissowin as well.
But I'm still
Yeah,
interested how
definitely.
they'll go
So-
the next.
But he is very
Oh,
calm. I do imagine, even if they do have a bad spell, he does seem very calm, doesn't he?
Oh, aye. He
You
looks
can
like
see
that.
the confidence he's got in himself.
Yeah. Love
Which, you know, you're speaking to players, you just, and plus you're getting results. Doesn't matter who you're playing, players will be going, this guy knows everything. How does he, you know, how does he know so much?
The lovely city, I know.
Oh, it's lovely. Lovely, aye.
Right, we need to talk about the team they're playing against, who were flying since Luke McCowan's left. Does it show how big, obviously it does, how big an absence he is for that, how important he was for that team as well?
Aye, and I think that you're having to deal with expectation and pressure this season, a different one to last season, where you can kind of surprise people and just go about your business. And look, I know towards the end then you get that pressure because people then expect, but there is a different approach this season for Dundee. But look McCowan, he's a huge loss for them. We speak about him all the time.
Everyone
How
went
good
through
he
him,
is.
didn't it?
Just
And
captain as well.
Yeah.
But since he lost the darts, I know, and then
I think that's what done
there
him.
was I kind of detected a wee lack of atmosphere.
He lost
the restaurant.
McCowan lost
What,
it.
in Dundee?
Aye, that.
No, they say it's the dressing room at Dundee.
Who
was
lost
good.
it? that?
Didn't he seem that way?
St Johnstone it was, mate. It was like a fucking funeral.
I felt Slaney was trying to pick it up a wee bit and get it going.
Who lost the darts? They two are hopeless.
Oh, they get scudded every week.
Did they?
They get fucking scudded every week. Scott Fraser's came in for Dundee.
Aye.
Could he be that tight? He's a similar type to
Could be.
McCowan, isn't he? A
Aye.
playmaker, left footer.
That'll be a hard game for Aberdeen.
You think?
Aye, I think it'll be a hard game.
I like Scott Fraser.
Good, huh? I really like Scott Fraser. Does top six now look difficult for Dundee with
Top
McCowan
six?
going?
Early to say, innit?
It is too early because you would have had Hearts nailed on to be fighting out for third. Depending on how long this takes, depending on what happens until they appoint a manager, then you look at Killie. I know St Mirren have picked up a few results as well, having to deal with the European games. You just don't know. I think it's pretty open again.
Yeah.
There's always maybe one spot. I think there's going to be a few this season.
For the
Where
top
they're all
six?
fighting that.
I agree with you. I agree with that.
So, other than probably Ross County and St Johnstone, everyone else could probably have a good fight for top six this year?
Kilmarnock need to start winning games.
Aye.
They will, but they will start winning
They've
games.
started off poorly.
If they keep McInnes.
Hearts will keep winning games. So I think you'll look at Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, and then for that. But I agree with you. I don't think St Johnstone or Ross County are going to be a threat, are they?
No.
No.
Right, on to Rangers. A war of words kicking off between John Gilligan and Dave King.
A wee
What's your
coffee for
take
this
on
now?
this? Here we go. This is where you usually come into your own.
No, at all. I'm
Bang the
pretty
table.
calm about it. No, I think, listen, the Gillespie's come in. I kind of know John a wee bit. I've been in his company.
How do you know? Through just like Rangers nights and stuff.
He's a great lad, John.
He's
Is he?
Aye, he's a nice guy.
He's brilliant, by the way, so he is. But also, he's been a very successful businessman. He knows the game inside out. He loves Rangers. The thing with Dave King, I think what might happen is either maybe John should give him a wee call, or else Dave needs to give him a wee bell, and instead of putting it out there in front of everybody, which kind of unsettles everybody, they're playing it out there. Just pick up the phone, talk to each other. They've got each other's numbers. I'm sure of that. So of course Dave King's not happy. He thinks a lot of the guys on the board are no pulling their weight. He's been very vocal about it. He's been on TalkSport, a few other things and all that. So that's why I think John's come out the other day, you know, and
John's just defend the club,
of course, in the board, because there's no a feeling or for him to come back in. They don't. It's clear to see.
They don't want Dave King back in.
It's clear to see. They don't want him back in. So I think that's why John had to come out.
I think he had to. You know, he had to, because if you're, as you say, if there's no been a conversation, and then Dave King's coming in saying, I want to do this, we should be doing that, and he's not spoke to the board members, and he's not really
pick up the phone and talk to each other. Because I didn't like before the Celtic game when Dave came out and had a go at Douglas Park. You know what I mean? It just kind of unsettles everybody.
What would be his motive for doing this? Why would he be doing it?
I don't know. I don't know why you would do it. The timing was poor. So he's obviously had a look at it. He's not happy with what's going on. He thinks people are just going through the motions. But
they do need to get it sorted out.
Of course, and that's why John's there. You know, and as we're saying, he's a lovely guy, he's a good laugh and all that. But by the way, behind that there'll be a wee bit of steel about him. He'll know the job he's got. It's a tough one. So, and fair play to him. You know, to come. You know, he's been asked to come out and be interim chairman, because that brings with pressure. That's why John Bennett stepped down, because I mean
he did come across better than Bennett when he done his interview. I thought the boy Gilligan, he looked like he was quite
John knows
John
knows how to present himself. He's good, John.
What's his background?
He worked in tenants.
Very successful.
Tenants?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it, you know.
I worked his way right up.
Did he?
Yeah.
So he's a clever guy, he's a good businessman. He knows Rangers inside out, loves it. So for him to step in there, because he says the other day, he says my missus is not too happy about it, because even at his age, stress is not a good thing.
No.
So he's going to be under a bit of stress. And already there's a few Rangers supporters already making noises saying they're not too happy. I don't know why, because that's how I applaud him, because he's prepared to go in there. He'll be taking a bit of flack, but he's there for the right reasons, to get the right men in the right positions at Rangers. Obviously a CEO and the head of the academy.
Christmas, isn't it, for a CEO?
Well, it's going to take a bit of time, isn't it? They've got to do their due diligence, they've got to do their homework. So, but I just don't like when it's played out in front of everybody. You know,
hang your dirty washing.
Just pick up the phone with each other. You've got each other's numbers. Talk
You're
to
big
each other.
on this phone call, aren't you? You work for fucking T-Mobile or something?
It's like the other man.
A 12-pack of tenants.
Why don't they? It's like the other things have been on. Why don't they just sit round the table then? Just go and meet each other, sit with each other. And
yeah, we sit down. I could be the middleman if he's wanted to do it.
Aye.
But they have
one side.
Instead of playing it,
Kingy the other.
instead of being played out in front of the cameras.
Couple of cans of tenant.
You get it.
I love that, mate.
You get it a wee bit, because Dave King's obviously looking at it from the outside and saying what everybody's saying.
He's
it's a bit of a mess, and on the park and off the park. And
was there no case of going and fucking do something about it then?
well, this is what looks like he's trying to do, but you know,
He's not putting any money in, is he?
No, he's not going to put any more of his personal money in. But he has says that he's got contacts and where it's in Middle East.
Why not do that before now? You know, like that's what I mean. I understand the point of view, but he's not really in the loop now. So the club have changed, you know, the way they want to do things. They've got rid of a lot of older players on big money. They're trying to bring young players in and try and bring a bit of stability. And this is just making noise for.
Dave he says he wants to bring investment, so instead of going on TalkSport and that,
to the table.
That's what I'm saying. Make a phone call, get round the table,
Get to talk.
Instead of getting over there.
What about on the pitch? There's been an improvement in the last couple of games. Dundee at home, playing good stuff.
I thought the Dundee United game, I thought obviously, but everybody, they started really well. They tailed off right enough, but I always felt comfortable in that game. And the Dundee as well, I thought it was pretty comfortable.
What is it that's changed in the past couple of weeks with their play?
Guys getting
They're
a wee bit
possession
nervous.
based.
Guys,
Man's wrong.
a wee bit
Just
of that.
getting used to each other. It's a lot of new players there. You look at Sunday there. A lot of them. That's the first time playing at Ibrox, isn't it? So you've got to get
That
used
made a
to
difference. Getting back to Ibrox, of course it did.
Barani looked
Barani,
decent.
aye.
He looked good, didn't he?
I think there has been a more emphasis on playing, trying to play, through the team rather than being so direct. But again, he's starting to get the players he wants into the club to play the way he wants to play. Like, I know that obviously last season, when you go into a team that's flat and struggling, you need to try and pick them up. You need to try and get the best out of what's there.
And he did that for a period of time.
Sometimes that's keeping it simple, going direct, and he maybe tried at times. And you players that, for me, I know he's away, Cantwell. He couldn't fit into any specific position because he didn't have the discipline to play a position. So that would have been frustrating.
Big Tassamora in Sweden, isn't it?
Malmo. I think Malmo will be a good, better team than people think.
They won 4-0 at the weekend.
They've had a few draws as well. Previous I think they started the season pretty well. They tailed off a wee bit, but once you've won 4-0 in the confidence, and they've got a lot of experienced players.
Yeah, we need to talk about him because we do when he doesn't do well. Dessers, two great finishes, wasn't it?
His second one was brilliant.
Wasn't it?
Oh, brilliant.
McCoist,
great ball in, great finish. I like Dessers.
We can't knock him because we speak about missing chances. His link-up play could be better. This and that. He's there. He just keeps putting himself in. The strength of character, his mental strength is unbelievable.
I think the Rangers supporters, me included in that, we've got to just maybe start looking at that he's putting the ball in the back of the net. He's got his weaknesses, and that is at times, he doesn't hold the ball, and he can be a wee bit slack, he switches off. But he started off well in terms of goal scoring.
See, when you see the finishes, his first, why does he not do that more? Just get his shot, because he's obviously got that in his locker,
his first finish was brilliant as well, wasn't it? I thought it actually hit off him, you're seeing it again. But I agree with you, see if you're a Rangers centre forward, score goals.
Score goals, aye. That's what I'm starting to accept now. Instead of you don't, I don't want him really running the channels and all that. At times I know the ball comes into him, but maybe come off him. But as long as he sticks the ball in the back of the net, I'll be a happy camp.
Even coming at, it's maybe just the decision he makes. It's not that he can't hold it in. It's not that he's no good touch in that. Sometimes he just tries to pop it first time, or then he'll take the touch when he doesn't. It's just, it's not that he can't do it. It's just that at that point he's maybe not making the right decisions. Like when he goes through and goal, and you're saying just get your shot away, another touch or chop inside, and just get it so that everything's a bit quicker. So that you're just.
But I think he'll come in that far.
It looks like it.
Because his finishes were brilliant. Second one was terrific as well. Wasn't it? Great ball.
His movement's excellent as well.
And he's a confident lad, I know.
He backs himself, doesn't he?
Aye, and that he backs because he's the number one guy, number one striker at the club. If you listen to him, because he's talking about maybe Danilo coming back, and he's saying, they'll help me. We're working together. We'll make each other better. But
is that a thing that's brought him on as well, Derek? Because we talk about Celtic all the time, like you need to play now because of the competition on the bench. Is that a factor as well? The fact that your man's came in and looked all right, that maybe taking Dessers' game up a little bit.
You need competition. I'll tell you that.
He says about him in training because you can see him the way he speaks about. Ngame goes like, oh, by the way, he brings something different to the table. So that maybe gets you an edge. You need to perform. But it's like Daz is saying, I'm now just thinking, stick the ball in the back of the net, goals, and I'm happy with that.
Perfect. Right, St Johnstone v Celtic. Celtic 6th on the list for a Celtic podcast. No bad,
It's almost like you planned
it. Obviously played a few of the fringe players last weekend. What you learnt from that?
Credit to Falker.
Aye.
Definitely.
I don't think a great deal, to be honest, because he knows what his team are. He knows what he's going to get out of certain players.
What did you think of the new players, Fanny?
For
left back and the left centre back for Celtic?
I think it's tough. I think they struggled. I thought he struggled against Big Alfie Aggie, man, the young boy at Motherwell when I was there.
Was he?
Aye.
Did you like him back then?
Aye.
Great, good. He played really well.
Good player, great lad. The old fucking faithful, great lad, but really nice boy, and so glad to see he's
had his fit. Would he put his foot to the line?
Aye, Alfie.
Good, love that.
Good boy.
You've set a stall out in this.
No, but look, I think it's tough because you're coming into a team, and I've had this before where you're playing cup games against teams you're expected to win, and the manager will make loads of changes, and everybody goes, but they're all still good players, and everything's fine, but they're not in the rhythm of playing. And they're no, if there's a lot of players that aren't in the rhythm, then it's difficult. You could see that at the start. But look, I think it's hard to judge. Falkirk, I thought, were outstanding.
I never thought there was going to be a cup show. I know they went 2-1, but you always know Celtic have got the...
Especially the way Falkirk go about it. They were never going to sit back and defend.
Exactly.
And just
I agree with Faddy. I think the centre half and the left back struggle a little bit. But look, it's their first games, isn't it? It's getting used to it. 8 changes. It does become difficult. But
they weren't the only two that struggled. It wasn't like they were the only two. There was a few.
No, it's not a case of you're going, no.
Yeah.
But it's always going to be difficult. Plus, you've got a team, a squad of players that have come off the high in midweek. To then, it's not these players all want to play, but there's just no. It's no like you're dropping 1 or 2 into a team that's well drilled and winning. You're making so many changes that they're all initially probably thinking, right, concentrate on what I'm doing, and then we'll go and try and have an impact in the game. And I'm not saying you get nervous, but it's just different. Full new backline, and different forward players that they're no used to that relationship. I just think it's tough. I didn't think he looked amazing, but I wouldn't say you write a player off.
Didn't write a player off because look at Coonfield last year.
Yeah,
what a fucking difference this year, isn't it?
He's been different.
But I think it shows you what Greg Taylor brings.
Definitely. Yeah.
The consistency that he shows.
And skills.
Aye.
Scales are sitting like that, innit? Yes.
Oh, aye.
Right. Can you see him using more of his squad this week, bearing in mind that they've got Bruce here next week, or will it be strongest team?
I think he'll go near his stronger.
Good.
Yeah. I think it's still early days. There's only 5 league games in. I think he'll go near his strongest side.
It was a good shout for you too that he would just bed in, goes in and put him on the bench for 6 weeks.
By the way, I came out with a statement the other day. I said he's better than Matt O'Reilly.
Stand by it.
Yes.
What do you think he's got that O'Reilly never?
I just think he's got. I just
he could play at high intensity. O'Reilly,
I think he's got everything. Look, O'Reilly's a terrific player, first and foremost. But I think this boy, for 21, just turned 21, he just looks like he's got every single thing in his locker.
I was about 3 rows for the behind the goal, and he was shooting their way on the right hand side, and see how quickly he shifts. Like his fucking change of pace is incredible, mate.
I've not saw enough of him. To be honest with you,
he looks top.
Because that's some shout, innit? Because
by the way, he looks that good to know that it might be a case of enjoy him while he's here.
I'll be here.
As in the summer.
He's like, you look at young players coming in and you go, right, the wee time to develop. It just looks like
he's
so comfortable.
He looks like he's been there for years, doesn't he?
A few wee tricks.
He's already there.
Great technique.
Yeah.
And he's powerful.
And he's no shy. He's a confident boy.
Aye.
Penalty kick. Just stands up there, especially in the European game.
I've seen a few tweets recently that's saying it looks. A lot of people saying that Hatate might miss it, and they could see it being a McGregor, Engels, and Bernardo.
I don't get where this is.
No, any chance.
No for me. Hatate's still
his energy and drive and
I feel for Bernardo because every time Bernardo's
good again, wasn't he?
I think he's top quality.
Aye,
but he's just got the 3 there. Hatate, you're not going to oust him out, are you?
All right. Can you see them getting a result at Dortmund? Dortmund got beat the weekend, didn't they?
Aye. I think it's going to be tough, but you look at the confidence that they've got, and they'll definitely. They won't take a backward step. They'll go and try and start fast, and try and play the way they want to play. We don't know how good Slovan Bratislava were. They looked terrible, but was it because Celtic were that good? The atmosphere before the game, you were at it, ridiculous. And I think that the players will embrace the challenge rather than being fearful of going there. Although it is going to be tough, totally different to playing a home game against Slovan Bratislava. But I give them a chance to go and get something.
They believe they can go and get a result.
You take a draw, wouldn't you?
So does the manager. You would take a draw, but there's a belief now. Yeah. Not just that they've started well and they're playing with confidence. I think they believe they're a good side. Yeah. And they've got top players there.
Aye,
don't be kidding. It's got to be a tough game, but they've got enough players playing at a good level, knowing the sharpness. to go and cause Dortmund.
Peter's saying 10 points. They should get that, shouldn't they, in this group?
They should.
You're looking
should.
at your home form, aren't you?
Should win their home game, shouldn't they?
Well, it's not always as easy as that, is
Who's
it?
the next home game against?
Is it Leicester?
They got Atalanta away after Dortmund. They've got 2 away in a spell.
Aye, 2 away then. Oh no.
Is it
Then the last 2 is Dinamo and Aston Villa.
Villa?
So Bruges or Leipzig, I think it is.
Thoughts on other ties this weekend? Motherwell v St Mirren. Great game, that.
That will be
2
a
teams
good
in
game.
form.
By the way,
Game of the weekend, isn't it?
8,000 on Friday night.
What a job Stuart Kettlewell's doing now. I don't know if you've heard me, but they've got a lot of injuries.
I've said it all the time.
Tough. And Paul McGinn, don't know if you know, but we've got fucking injuries.
Nah, I've always...
Squad of 50, mate.
Was it
got some
last
squad,
year?
didn't he?
Last year.
fuck.
You
See,
talk
get
about-
Busier in Buchanan Street and
Motherwell
training ground, mate.
See, getting back to last year. Was it last year? They started off really well,
Aye.
playing well, but they just couldn't get a result.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was
15,
actually...
17 games.
Aye, but they were really... I watched them numerous times and I thought, they're a good watch. And then I was starting to kind of, no worry, but I kind of like Stuart Kettlewell, right? And I'm thinking, Christ, don't tell me he could lose his job or something. But I'm so glad, you know, that he kind of turned it around. And I'm so glad that he started pretty well this season. And I think he's a good manager.
Yeah, so
So,
do
isn't it? Aye.
I bet he'd get-
everyone that I speak to that works with him says he's a
Didn't
good
he?
manager.
There
as
you
well.
go.
The way he speaks, I know he talks quite a lot, but
Oh, he does.
but I know, but it's
But he
measured.
I
talks
think
what
if
I
you're talking
said,
to Host, does
It's
he?
measured,
Oh,
and you can tell that whatever he does is clear.
Yeah,
He knows.
absolutely.
He knows how he works.
Yeah.
The players know how he works, and look, you're not always going to get results, but I think he's done a brilliant job.
So there's another one. 2 Motherwell fans wanted him out.
Aye.
Like,
And then-
Motherwell,
and then
they could
the
upset
other
their
thing-
fans, but
the
they're
other
never-
thing, the other thing I was going to talk about as well, even the change with the boy Miller, you know, the difference in his game, you know, he was maybe sitting deeper, he was a playmaker. Now he's getting forward, he's, you know, strikes at goals, hitting the box and all that.
Let's talk
So
about
he's
him then. Is he, do you agree that he's as good as what everyone's saying?
Aye.
Yes.
And,
I think he's top.
and why, I don't know, Celtic got him? Celtic, something behind the scenes, seen his documentary.
You look a wee bit worried there.
Aye, I did, because I'm thinking, man, why did...
Surely Rangers are going for him.
Why
now.
did we know that? See, this is the
Next year, 4 or
think
5
he's-
million. Don't even
Look
think
him,
about anything
look him.
less.
He looks an athlete.
4 or 5 million.
Easy. No
strong.
less. No less.
Oh, I'd be looking for a lot more than that.
Would you?
Oh, I think he's got potential to be top player.
So Andy said this on Monday. He thinks he plays in Rangers midfield now. You go along with that?
Aye.
Aye.
Does he? Huh?
Aye. And I love that he's the one that steps up.
Been one of the best players
Aye.
for Rangers.
He steps up to take the penalty as well. So it's that inner confidence, that belief. He knows
It's
he's
the
good.
maturity he plays.
Aye.
See if you didn't know him, and you went to the game and watched him, and somebody says, by the way, there's a boy that's just turned 18 on the pitch. Tell me about one.
He's come on a turn.
last.
He's come on
Because
a
of the
turn.
maturity
So
that
he
he
has.
plays with. His understanding of the game's ridiculous,
Yeah,
and his
they said
technique
that.
is
And he's working with a good manager
frightening.
that'll bring him on.
He's a good player. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Last minute penalty at that age to go and
I know,
put the team into
brilliant.
semis.
Saying
what I
that.
was just
Saying
saying.
He has
that.
got the temperament to go and play it. I say like in Rangers,
Aye.
and that's the big
What's
thing.
the,
of going to the clubs, isn't it?
defender doing?
Who
What is
cares?
the
Who cares?
defender doing?
How good is it? How good is
8,000?
the commentary?
Oh, brilliant.
St Mirren, right? I wanted to get your opinion on this because I'm fascinated by this. The assistant managers just went to Newcastle.
Aye, it's
Have you ever seen that have an impact at any club you've been at?
It won't
Is
be.
it a big deal that assistant manager goes?
No, there.
Somebody else will just put the
No,
fucking
there.
clothes
No,
on there.
Rob would knows exactly what he's doing.
Doing
It's clear. He might delegate a wee bit more than what he used to, but he can do everything. So I don't think it'll matter too much. I think they've got, Brian Kerr's in there. He'll probably step
He's
up.
a
into
he's a
them.
hands-on manager, isn't he?
Aye.
Yeah, I think he
I've
does
seen
a
him.
lot of coaching,
I've
doesn't he?
seen him in
So
the training ground. He takes everything. He wants to be involved in it. So I don't know, matter. Well, our assistant going away.
And Brian Kerr's a similar type to Diarmuid. I know both of them quite calm, which probably Steve
Aye.
Robinson needs next time, doesn't he?
Aye. He knows what he's doing. He'll use staff as he needs them, but he can do everything himself.
So just on McCowan, I wanted to ask you this because I forgot I was going to add this in. Were you ever at a club where one player left and it made such a massive impact?
Aye.
And see, this is we don't know what that impact is in the dressing room. Because the boys maybe
Bill
be
Carson
gutted.
said he was a massive character.
But
in
there
as
you
well.
go. That tells a story, doesn't it?
So have you ever heard anything like that?
No, off the top of my head, I can't recall. I don't.
One of the worst questions of all time, isn't it?
Nah,
It's not, but it's
probably.
a
I'm
tough
trying to
one
think.
answer
Let me.
because-
Just say yourself. I left Raith and they fell apart.
Not at all.
Of course it did.
I'm only kidding. They were not to be beaten by a Munich 1-0.
Players, in it, that will
Empty the
leave and
stands,
you're a wee bit gutted that they've left.
Not just gutted, but it's a noticeable change in your results, performances.
No, I'm trying to think.
Fucking great question. I just need a better panel.
Do you know? See if it was on this.
See if it was on the Monday. See if it was on the Monday podcast. They would have gave us something.
They'd have just made something up.
They told all the lies. Right, last game we're going to talk about is Killie v Dundee United. Killie probably need the result now in Dundee United, don't they, right now?
Yeah, home advantage probably. I can see them sneaking it. But Dundee United are decent players, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, they've got a good squad. They're playing some good stuff. But I just think that Derek needs to start picking up points and good opportunity at home.
Try and keep 11 men on the pitch as well.
Yeah, with problem for a minute. Although the refereeing decisions have also killed him as well.
The VAR.
There
it goes to VAR.
How does they get sent off?
It's ridiculous. Isn't it? See, when I seen that, I'm like, so that's how VAR does my nutting. Isn't it? So there you can see the referee's a wee bit unsure, goes to VAR, clear to see.
You could see his face every time he was called out of VAR again, wasn't he? He was the ref.
It's terrible, but
didn't know if it was Pancake Tuesday or Sheffield Wednesday.
Needs to start getting a few victories on board, doesn't he? They've tailed off.
But the ball, I think, they'll start their turn.
I think so. But
So I think they played well against St Mirren, didn't they, the last game, even with 10 men.
Aye, they have played well.
I think that once if they can keep 11 men in the pitch, get their best team on the pitch, then Killie will pick up results. Dundee United started the season brilliantly, but the tests are going to get harder for them now because they've lost a couple of games, and I know you're no judging them because they lost to Rangers and they go to the last minute against Motherwell, but the kind of the eyes are on them now to see how they.
You always expect to bounce when a team gets promoted. That excitement, you get that the first 5-6 games.
Look at Killie Dundee when they come up, didn't they? They had a good season.
Yeah, that's right. So they did. And thoughts with Joe Wright just now, who's eating tins of beans after getting fined 2 weeks' wages?
Oh mate, that is a sore one.
Have you ever been done 2 weeks' wages?
Oh, I think I've been done one. Never two.
Did it affect you?
I used to get fined when I get booked because I used to get booked for dissent all the time.
How much would he take off you for that?
Whatever it was in the.
Was it a percentage of your wage or was it a set amount?
No, it was percentage.
What's this with the beans?
Sorry,
I'm away.
He's still lost 2 weeks' his wages and he's no money. He's eating tins. That's a terrible joke.
See,
that's a big statement.
See on the beans, it's funny that come up because
it'd be really good for you as well, beans.
No, because see, like when we were back, it was your Darren was telling us last night. That's how he absolutely despised Ligwen because he was sitting eating his dinner. Aye, that's what it was for that.
Watch
I was on the best podcast.
I'd have went fucking back into the bin. They got the beans out and I'd have scalped them with it.
What did he do?
He took he's sitting eating his pre-match beans and so he goes up, takes his plate off him. You're sitting there eating. It's like me taking your plate or whatever you like and scraping the beans off. We don't eat beans at this club now.
Do you know you said about being a roofer? So a roofer's messaging me saying we could give Derek a job, but also we worked on Barry's roof.
Right.
And Barry thought we were videoing his house. Have you heard the story?
No.
And he chucked a couple of them out his house. But they're wanting to give you a job. Basically,
Right.
you want to be a roofer.
Oh, man.
Part-time, right enough.
Mate.
Aye.
Part-time, he says he'll work around you.
I only work to 12 o'clock during the day and then that's it.
And then a wee beer for lunch.
Oh, how good.
Get a job in the roads, that's all they do, just on about.
Is it?
All the road works. You see them doing any work?
Oh, didn't get me started, mate. Do not get me fucked. I'm trying to be calm, mate. I'm trying to be calm.
All the way down.
It's
There's
embarrassing.
road works near all the time. You just see guys.
Paddy, there's guys that stand at the traffic lights and when it goes
just
green,
aye.
they wave you forward like you're going to fucking go back the way. This is the wine tonight, lads. Look, it's called, anybody that's interested, Unearthed Beira Interior Portuguese, lesser known wine region in Portugal, located in the northernest part of the country near the Spanish border. White wines from here have high acidity and fresh fruit flavours.
That's £8.49.
That'll be in my gub tonight.
That's £8.49.
£8.49.
I just go
How many balls you get too?
pint of tenants, man.
Bottle each. I would like a pint of tenant, I would, but I'm trying to stay off beer as well.
Are you?
Why?
Sends us mad, mate.
Does it?
Beer?
See, wine
Pints of
sends
beer,
you. Wine sends you nuts.
No, wine's alright, I'm quite calm with wine.
Right. I'm not.
Anyway. Right, lads, we're going to do a bet builder. Goals over and under. Are we going over or under how many goals he's want to go? So I would go over. How many goals do you think there'll be over? We'll go over 3.5? Do you think there'll be more than 4 goals in the game? This is to get the odds.
No.
No?
No.
Rangers v Hibs, you didn't think there'd be a lot of goals?
I think there'll be 3.
So they are. And I think it's
So over 2.5.
Over 2.5.
over. Aye.
Stick that in, please, Pence, over 2.5. Both teams to score, yes or no?
No. There you go.
Right,
I've
so-
just gave you my...
Don't bother with the bet builder. Just Derek to go away. Rangers to win 3-0.
Dessers to score a
3
hat-trick.
goals.
But I think
know.
I get where you're coming from.
So
What do you think?
I'll be overruled, but it's...
We'll go with the majority here.
Right, okay, Faddy, where you going?
No, I'm not. I can't pick my nose, honestly. There's no point. I
Right.
just always think,
Well,
You don't think Hibs will score?
I don't know.
What are you saying? Hibs will score.
I think Hibs have got potential.
We've got a coin there. Anybody got a coin?
I'll go with Daz. Go with aye.
Right, we'll go both teams then. Paddy, what do you think both
I'm
teams
just
to score, yes?
thinking-
I would say aye.
Right, we're going yes, both teams to score. Corners, over how many corners? This will be a lot, by the way.
Get this, man.
Hunners.
How many average
That a lot?
corners in a game?
Over 8.
Over 8.
But again, I'll leave it up to
Over
you.
10.
You think over 10?
Aye.
What? How many average corners in the fucking
I think
game?
there is a lot, mate.
There is a lot, aye.
I've never ever looked at that. I'll go about 8 or something. 6,
Hibs, aye.
3 each.
Why don't we go over 8 then, just to play safe?
Right, alright. Go
Because
with
it's
you.
people,
Right.
it's Joe Wright's money we're playing with here. Over 8 corners, anytime scorer, got to be your man, innit?
Aye.
Dessers.
Big fella, aye. Just score a goal, big fella.
And full time result, Rangers draw or Hibs? You going Rangers?
Rangers.
All right.
Boys, it's been sensational this week, well done.
Good man, cheers.